Hey, everybody. Welcome to T-Ham 141 Homestead. My name is Tracy. If this is your first time here, welcome. If it's your millionth time here, welcome back. Pull up a chair. Come on in. Sit down. I messed up. I missed Thursday night. This has been a crazy week for me. And I don't know. It's just been a crazy week for me. That's all. I was supposed to get my grandson off the bus here at the homestead on Thursday and Friday. And then it got changed to just Friday. But Thursday, that kind of threw off my whole day a little bit, meeting the bus and then him not getting off. I cried. No, I didn't. I didn't cry. But Friday, yesterday, we had a blast. I did get him off the bus here, and it was awesome. Now, I still wanted to address the meme. I don't know if you guys remember the meme. There was it's actually quite the cool story. I get notifications quite often from YouTube saying, hey, this is how your channel did this week. Normally, I don't even look at them because, well, I check out my channel backside. I check out my channel's backside every day. Just to see how the channel is performing. This time I did. I clicked on it and I went ahead, and what I saw there was the new subscribers. Yeah. And that's awesome. I love seeing my new subscribers. I love all my subscribers. I love all my members who you can see right down here. Thank you, members. Rem's Family Farm, just doing our best. Susan E. Goulet, Little Homestead by the Beach. Thank you guys. Dave Knight, Sarah at Hold the Line Homestead. But something came up, and I've got it blown up here for you. The picture caught my attention, and it wasn't a bad thing. It was more of a jealousy thing. Here's the blow up. It's a little blurry. Zyson Vines. I don't know where he's from. It looks like maybe I do have a lot of watchers in the Philippines. And at first glance, I'm looking at these kids and I'm like, oh my goodness, they have nicer guns than I have. I'm like, we got to address this. How do kids have nicer guns than I have? Hey, old man King, how's it going? Welcome. And I'm like, how do these kids have nicer guns than I have? Well, now that I've got it blown up, I can see that these look like they are made from PVC pipe, from plastic pipe. This kid's got a nice stock on his. This kid, that looks like he might have a foregrip on his. From an AR or something. And I believe it's his channel. I went to the channel, and this is what I got. Zyson Vines. He's a vlogger. Ramirez Armando Ramirez. Okay. It says he is a vlogger. 8 subscribers. You know what? Let's change that right now. Hold on. Ta-da! Let's give him a shout out and some love. I don't know where he's from. He has 9 subscribers now, 10 videos, 210 views. That's pretty good for only having 10 videos out and 9 subscribers. Um, and it looks like, you know, he's got some I should have probably pre-watched a couple of these. um, but I didn't. Let's see what this one does here. His mom's got moves. Oh, come on. Go back there. There we go. Mike got some moves. There's Ison. Um, and yeah, that is pretty awesome. Don't give up. One day you too can make tens of dollars on YouTube. But I just love this with the guns. Now I do want to point out, Zyson, if you watch this, that this kid here is flagging this guy's leg. Okay, you got to be careful. Even with toy guns, you train how you fight how you train. You want to be careful where your muzzle's pointed at. Now, we used to make here in the States, we can get these little tiny mushrooms. Yeah, little tiny mushrooms, not little tiny mushrooms, little tiny marshmallows. We can get these little tiny marshmallows, and they are like 1/2 inch diameter or 3/4 of an inch. I forget which. But at camp one year, we made these little marshmallow guns. And the thing is the more air chambers you have, little tubes coming down, the better for pressure. It builds up pressure. So we all built these marshmallow guns, and you put the little white marshmallow in the back of the gun, and you blow on it. And as your wind gets in these chambers, it increases the speed and the force at which the little marshmallow comes out. And you know when you get hit with them, but it doesn't hurt. In fact, we used to have a blast just sitting there, having somebody try to shoot in our mouths. It was awesome. It was wonderful. And now I have a lot of friends on YouTube. A lot of my a black hair. Maybe I do still have a couple black hairs left. But I have a lot of YouTube creators and YouTube channels that follow my channel, and I want to show you guys something. Remy had told me a long time ago about the promotions where you can pay to have YouTube promote your videos. Okay, so I did a test, and that test was I did a $50 promotion and let that run its course, because I can't afford $50 every month. Oh no. And then I did a $10 promotion. Okay. And if it comes up, my computer's running slow. I hope I'm not lagging real bad for you guys. I did a $50 promotion and a $10 promotion. Here are now the $10 promotion is only run halfway through. But here are the results. Okay. This is the $50 promotion. It has ended. Let's see, what do I get when I click on the editing here? Okay. The cost, it cost me 9 cents extra. And it gave me 26,344 impressions. So 26,344 times people saw this this icon. Okay. Now, granted, we're about to get into winter. I was kind of hoping the tractor I took. This is promoted one of my better videos, performance wise, views wise. It was clicked on 224 times, and it got me 61 subscribers. Hey, Life in the Valley, welcome. I find between $5 and $7 is the best for your money. Well, my next one is going to be $5 because I really don't want to spend $10 a month even. But then I did the $10 a month one, and this one is still active. It is still going. It is about $6, 40,000 impressions, 759 clicks, and 97 subscribers it's gained me. And that is just amazes me that $5 is outdoing $50. Even in impressions, I'm getting more impressions with $10 is what I scheduled, and I'm only halfway through it. I'm getting more impressions than I did with that, with the $50. Getting a lot more views, which off-grid is kind of my niche. Off-grid homesteading. And that's kind of my niche, my niche. And I don't know, man. I think I'm going to next month, in December, I think I am going to try just a $5 thing. Now, one thing that is cool, let me show you my back end. Because of those two promotions, I topped 1,800. Some of you might have saw my my post on Facebook where I hit the 1,800 range. Yeah, and the thing is okay, I make about last year well, let's see. I'm just pure transparency here, guys. Full transparency. In the last 365 days, wow, I have made more than I thought I did. I have made $500 on YouTube. So, go $5 times 12 equals $60. So for $60 a month, that leaves me $440. So you know, basically, I don't know what that rates to, as far as percentage wise. Yeah, it's getting it out there, and one of the banes of my existence, of my yeah, one of the banes of my channel is that homesteading is such a broad niche. That's one reason I picked it, because my channel is more of a vlogging thing. I said, man, I'm just going to record what I do on the homestead. Well, that was great when I was getting the homestead set up, or when something new happens, like I got the chicken coop in the other building. That was wonderful. That worked awesome, because there was a bunch of interesting stuff going on. But there are only so many videos I can do of me cutting wood. There are only so many videos that I think my channel will tolerate of me plowing snow with the tractor. Gardening. Now, gardening encompasses a lot, but I am not that deep into gardening. I'm getting back into it. I'm changing the way I garden, and I look out there and point out there because I can see the garden out this window. And I'm gonna start doing more, because I have recently been getting back into eating my own food. For a long time, since June, July, I have been on a chicken breast, rice, and broccoli diet. And that's not all I'm eating, but my main meal, chicken breast, broccoli, and rice. All right. And I've dumped, let's see, 40 minus 2011 or 211. I've dumped like 29 pounds, 28 pounds, 29 pounds since like May. And because of that diet, now I have a freezer full of venison. I have a freezer full of pork from last year. Well, the pork, some of it is this year, but last year I got a deer. This year, if I got a deer, then I probably have it turned all into jerky. And whether I do that myself or have it done for me. Hi, handsome. Brat. It doesn't really matter. I have it turned into jerky, and that's just a shame. There's a lot of good meat on a deer that should not be turned into jerky. But I don't have a lot of space to store it. So I'm eating that down, my food down. and I'm going to start having next year. By next year, I will have to kind of start from scratch. Like right now, I just emptied a bag of frozen broccoli that I bought from the store. Yes, I buy stuff from the store. Walmart is my friend. But instead of buying more broccoli, I got green beans, man, that I know that exactly. I put the seed in the ground myself, and I canned them. I picked them and canned them myself. Yes, I did. You be telling fibs. Oh, you got a scab on your head. So I know it's healthy. I know it's good, and I need to eat it. And guess what? Doesn't cost me anything but the time I invested in planting, growing, and preserving it. I have the venison. I mean, yes, chicken breast is really lean meat, okay, because it's skinless. But venison, one of the leanest, best meats on the planet. Leaving for a week deer hunting. My uncle asked me what we were doing for groceries. I laughed. No groceries, other personal stuff and snack, other than personal stuff. And yeah. You know, bring your BYOF, bring your own food. Just don't forget the ammo. And because quite frankly, once someone gets one deer, you can start snacking off that a little bit and bringing stuff from home. I got moose burgers, moose steaks, stews, chicken wings, chicken breast, meat pies, plenty of different veggies, jams, salsa, spaghetti. Yeah, man. You've already got the food. Why go to the grocery store? Exciting news. I am Remy, and everyone knows how averse I am to political stuff on my channel. But there are going to be some big changes in the USDA and the FDA. We are going to be, there is stuff that Europe will not let be put in their food that's put in these food that's causing so much disease, so much sickness in the United States. Back in the 80s and 90s, we were a skinny nation. You go back to pictures of the 70s and go to the beach pictures, and holy moly, man, people were skinny. People were healthy. Then all of a sudden, I forget, extremely processed foods started coming out. Hey, how's it going, Gil? Welcome. Listening while cleaning the house. Yeah. Yeah, I need to do that. My house is a mess. But man, we don't need yellow dye to make stuff look good. You know what? That tomato that grows in my garden, it's got that little brown spot on it where, I don't know, a bug, it got bruised or a bug or whatever, is just as good or better, actually, than the one that's at the grocery store. Food definitely not the same. More of your own stuff. You can do it. Yeah. And the thing is, hey, Templin Acres, welcome. Oh, my grandson was here yesterday. He got off the bus here because I'm in the same school district, and the bus driver was awesome about it because I live on a seasonal road, and I was kind of worried about it. Um, but and he got something to eat when he first got here, and then we went outside. He wanted to walk my woods. I own 20 acres, and he wanted to walk the woods, and then we spent the rest of the time shooting. We shot the 22 pistol. Unfortunately, the 22 pistol is small enough that he can reach the trigger all right. It fits in his hand better because it's a Taurus P22, I think. It's just a small one, and it fits in his hand good. But the trigger is so hard on it. He had a problem with, he'd be trying to squeeze the trigger and it would make him turn. But then we pull out the 22 rifle, and the boy is a shot. 100 yards with a 22, he was hitting my metal target. Yeah. So yeah, I'm right there with you. I was wore out yesterday. But yeah, food is not the stuff they're doing with our food, the stuff they're spraying on our food. I just watched a video. Now, granted, this is YouTube or maybe it was Facebook Reels, but I just watched this video where this woman says she is lactose intolerant, she is gluten intolerant, allergic to gluten, and all this other stuff. She went to Mexico and ate whatever she wanted and did not have any problems. She gets on the plane coming home, eats something. I think it was pretzels, she said, and immediately got gas and bloating, and problems with her digestion. Pretzels. And some of it is because of the stuff that we allow. We were spraying fields with Roundup to kill the wheat, to keep the stuff, so to keep the equipment from having to work so hard to harvest the wheat. Alyssa's beef from the butcher shop is totally different color than yes. I get my hamburger from my daughter and my son-in-law, and it is night and day. It has no nitrogen pumped in. They pump nitrogen into them, into the ground beef and stuff. Same with eggs, and that you can tell farm. Oh yes, especially free ranged eggs. I have that dark. If your chickens have access to bugs and whatever else they're eating out there, your yolks will be a nice dark color and delicious. They will be so delicious. I just glanced out to make sure that I did in fact take care of my chickens before I went live. Yeah. But the incoming administration has promised that they're going to look into this stuff. They're going to streamline the government. And one of the things that they're going to do is they say it's not going to be easy for them, but the USDA and the FDA, they're in the government, but they're not in the government. I don't understand how that works. But the people in charge, the people in power in the USDA, the FDA, the ATF, all this, they are so entrenched, okay, that it's hard to get rid of them. One thing I seen too in the States, most of your birds are vaccinated. Up here in Canada, none of our birds have to be. I've never heard that. At the risk of getting a visit from the USDA or Department of Bird Flu or whatever. God telling me I shouldn't complete that sentence, but I've never vaccinated my birds. My birds get a splash or two of apple cider vinegar in their water periodically. Usually when you get your order from a hatchery, you can select to have them vaccinated for certain things. Yes. Coccicilitis, something like that. Silicoccus, something like that. Yeah. You can choose to have them done. And to tell you the truth, you don't really, I don't know if you get a choice, really, because you can check that box all you want. And if they want to give you vaccinated birds, they can give you vaccinated birds. When I bought my last Buff Orpingtons from Tractor Supply, they had a straight run out in the bins. They had straight run males and females. And I said, of Buff Orpingtons. I love Buff Orpingtons. And I said, man, if you had just pullets, I'd take 20 of them. The guy says, oh, we got them in the back. Well, they went in the back and they came out. Buff Orpingtons lay brown eggs. I'm getting blue eggs from some of them. I think I was hoodwinked, but I like them. They're really close to the Buff Orpingtons as far as friendliness and all that. I think that was more for the big egg laying plants type of deal. Yeah. Well, yeah. If you have, see, the thing that really stinks is you buy chicken in the store and it says antibiotic free, because we were taking in so many antibiotics through the meat that we yes, that's it. We were taking in so many antibiotics, we were starting to become the bacteria and were becoming resistant to the antibiotics. And so they said antibiotic free. So people started buying it. Here's the thing. Because you're putting antibiotic free, and just because you stop using antibiotics on your chickens does not mean those chickens that are all cramped together are not going to get sick. So what were they doing? Well, they came out with this new type of vaccine. And we're talking chickens here. We're talking animals, okay? YouTube. An mRNA vaccine, which you can do your studies on that, whatever, whether it's better, worse, whatever. I don't know. Personally, I'd rather raise my own meat. Well, usually they make you pay for it. So you think they wouldn't want to give that away for free if you didn't purchase it. That's true. That's true. However, if I got an order out and order of 100 pullets and I only got 50 that are that are don't have the shot, and I got 200 over here that do have the shot. I don't know. You never know for sure. I like to err on the side of trusting people. It's hard. Oh man, I went from 7 down to 3. 3 in here. The hatchery I deal with offers vaccines for 25 cents a chick, but they will tell you they don't reckon. Yeah. But it's one of those things that you have to decide for yourself. I don't want my chickens to get sick, and for the most part, I do treat my chickens with herbals stuff. If sometimes I give them some mullein tincture in their water. Hey, Karen. Welcome. Sometimes I give my chickens some mullein tincture in their water because that's very antibiotic properties. If I notice that they're starting to have soft bowel movements, trust me, you'll know, especially if you free range your chickens and they're always on your porch. I give them a little bit of apple cider vinegar that helps their digestion. Okay, while I got 6 people in here, I am excited for this. I am starting a new series on my channel. It's not going to be every video, but Brandon Herrera, no, he's not going to be on my channel, unfortunately. I wish. Has a series on his channel called Gun Meme Review, where he goes through gun memes because he is the AK guy. By the way, a lot of people voting for him to be chosen for director of the ATF. It's funny because Brandon Herrera, the AK guy, it's funny. He is he builds his own AK-47s and stuff and sells them. He's got this FFL and all these licenses to build, sell, deal in, fabricate, all that other stuff. Firearms. He actually knows a lot about firearms. So I think that would be funny. But he has the Gun Meme Review. I suggest you go check him out. It is awesome. And then Rich Angry Cops has a thing that he does military meme reviews from the military. He even gives homework. Basically, hey, so what I am going to be doing, long story short, is a Homestead meme review. And I am basically, what happens is if you see a meme that you want put on one of my meme reviews, put on the series, then you tag it with hashtag Homestead meme review. All right. And you do that. You'll do that on Facebook, or you can tag me at Tracy Hand. You can do it on Facebook. You can do it on YouTube, Reddit. Basically, what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be Instagram, stuff like that. And then I will go through, find them, make a video commenting on them, and it should be fun. There are so many reviews here. Let me just show you a couple of these memes that I am talking about doing. Let's see here. When they take your trailer away so you won't buy anything at the auction. You end up with a calf in your, that looks like a front seat. That looks like the front seat of a Ford Escape. I have a Ford Escape. And that's hilarious. Well, son, there are three kinds of men. The one that learns by reading, the few who learn by observation, and the rest of them have to pee on the electric fence for themselves. Will Rogers. And wow, isn't that true? So true. Now, I don't want to give you all of them. This one. The older I get, the more I understand why roosters just scream to start their day. But yeah, see, there's so much fun in that stuff. And it's amazing. Also, I want to tell you guys, over here, the ideas for you, like this one's got a vertical live. Have you tried a vertical live? How videos get discovered and learn about ad-friendly guidelines. Okay. The other day, now I haven't. Oh, wait, maybe that was why I got no, it's still only 31 in revenue. I got a invitation. So you want to keep an eye out, see if you got the invitation. It was from the 14th to the 17th. So you still got a day that you click down here to get to join, and then you have to post 2 members only videos and 2 members only posts, and they give you $200. Sign me up. Hello. Yeah, I think the meme. Yeah. So on your channel dashboard over here under ideas for you, that's where mine was. And I don't know if it's going to work because it hasn't showed up in my it says it might take. Oh, you missed the whole thing? Okay. Over here in the ideas for you, it will say create members only content for $200 or whatever. You click down here to join it, to sign up, and then once you're signed up, then you post 2 members only videos and 2 members only posts on your community page, and it says they give you $200. And unless somebody hacked my channel dashboard, which I don't think, but that's amazing to me. So you may want to check into that stuff. Keep an eye on this stuff over here. The ideas for you. There are a lot of good ideas. And then over here, what's new in studio, increasing shorts length. You'll be able to do shorts up to 3 minutes. I'm not really personally interested in that. It would be nice to be able to go over a minute sometimes, and I might try it. Expansions of channel permissions. I keep an eye on those because sometimes they change stuff, change to community guidelines and warnings. That you want to pay attention to these things. Hey, by the way, since Remy's in here, I just want to let him know that we sure do appreciate you, Remy. Rem's Family Farm, or Rem's Family, he hit 10,000 subscribers. Hold on. Standing ovation, Remy. That is awesome. That is awesome. Guys, you too can make tens of dollars on YouTube. Just saying. If I can do it, anybody can. But yeah, this Homestead meme review is going to and basically it'll look like that. I just put it in the chat. And then and then if there's if it takes off, I won't be able to do this right out of the gate. But if it takes off, then what I'll do is I'll start giving various prizes for my favorite meme. And Angry Cops. It's funny, Angry Cops, but he's a police officer in Buffalo, New York. His name is Richard High, Hy, I think, and he gives like a backpack away for his favorite ones because apparently he's got a deal cut with the backpack company, and he gives homework. He'll put a picture up and then you take that picture and make it into a meme by whatever means necessary, changing it, adding words to it and stuff like that. And hey, Ty, how's it going? Ty E. McCullough Wise. Welcome to the channel. All right. We will see you later. We love you, man. You have a great day. But I just think it'll be a lot of fun. And I need to keep things going for content because sometimes, like I said, there's only so many times YouTube, my viewers are going to stand and, out of politeness, watch me splitting firewood, or plowing. But yeah. What else we got here? Videos released every Monday. Yeah. That every Thursday, that might change a little, but because I missed Thursday, guys. I apologize. I missed Thursday. I don't know what happened. I really don't. My mind just wasn't in it. And Remy waited till Friday. He was watching all the way till Friday, just waiting for me to go live. Yeah, life gets really, really busy. Um, things, I've that's why I've started doing the vlogging. Because when I'm in my car, it makes it a little bit easier to think. I've got a little bit of time. And so I say, well, I'll throw up a vlog, and then when I get home and I do have a little bit of time, I can edit it and put it together. But I never know what I'm going to get when I try to start to do the vlog, the Homestead vlog. But it is hard, because I need to get ready for winter, which is not always the smoothest thing. I am not okay. I told Trevor this, and I think he was amazed at my honesty. Sometimes I am not the best user. I do not use my time to the best of its ability. I do not use my time well. Sometimes I know I should go out and do wood, but see that thing right there, the boob tube that my dad used to call it. I just been milling and felling timber and doing firewood, but I can get so much more done in a day if I don't video it. And going to work for a buddy next week, directional drilling. Nice. So get a bit of that. Yeah. Yeah. And that's what you do. It is hard, man, because when you're on the tractor, I don't want to just throw up a video, and sometimes I do throw up a video for the sake of a video. But if I make a video, I want it to be interesting. Yeah, it just popped out of my head for some reason. I've gotten confused a couple times on what day it is. Part of it was my watch. Right now it's 11:21, and it says 11:21 on my watch, but I had it reversed AM PM. So my day, like instead of the 16th, it was saying the 15th. Instead of Saturday, it was saying Friday, a day behind. Some of it, that caused some confusion earlier this week. I was supposed to go help Miss Grace pick up pine needles. She's a lady that, she was our neighbor, and she used to sell Tupperware, and friend of my mom's. And so I help her out. She's an older lady. And I was supposed to go help her pick up, and I missed it because I thought it was the next day instead of that day. And excuse me. And I had already put it off once because I pulled a muscle in my back here, and that just didn't work very good. But yeah. So I'm starting to I don't want to get confused. Is Alzheimer's setting in? But yeah, that's just craziness. And then my live stream slipped my mind. And it's amazing that I can actually take care of myself. Everybody thought once Wendy passed, my wife passed in 2021, December of 2021. And everybody thought, uh-oh, Tracy, you're going to move down off the hill back to Port Leyden where, your family can kind of help take care of you. And nope. The fact that I can feed myself is pretty surprising to those who know me best. So yes, starting today, go ahead and if you see a homesteading meme and anything, it can be involve anything that that deals with homesteading, throw the hashtag on there on post it on Facebook with the hashtag homesteading meme review. And I will write that down so I don't forget the hashtag homestead meme review. Homestead meme review. I'm 26. Oh, I can't wait to be your age. I'm 26 and I have to make a note the night before of what I have to do the next day. So yeah. One thing that I've done a little bit of research into, because my mom was starting to lose some of her memory and stuff like that. Your brain is made up of cholesterol. Your body needs cholesterol. And when we get on these anti-cholesterol medications, I am not a doctor, but it's possible that when we get on these cholesterol medicines that lower our cholesterol, we could be damaging the pathways, the synapses, all that stuff that we need to think. Think about it. It's like, and I don't mean to get in on this trope, but when I was a kid, you might have known someone who knew someone who knew someone that had cancer. You might have known someone who knew someone who knew someone who had Alzheimer's or dementia. You might have known someone who knew someone that had ADHD. Okay. Now, it's hard for me sometimes to not get disenchanted with all the abbreviations. Oh, there's this problem that's been around forever. We're going to give it an abbreviation so we can sell a medication. When I was growing up, ED meant I'm not really that into you. Did I say that out loud? Sorry. But and yes, there are things, psoriasis, but the fact that they want people going to their doctor and saying, hey, what about Cialis? What about, you ever order, can you give me a prescription for X? Because the guy on TV said I have this problem. Then the doctor's going to say, well, of course, because I get X amount of dollars for this, for every prescription, or I get a bonus at the end of the year for writing so many prescriptions for this. They got salesmen going into doctors' offices. Why? Pharmaceutical companies are not your friends. Now, I know a lot of doctors, and there are a lot of doctors out there who legitimately want want to help people. Could they have been taught wrong? Back in there were tests done, and again, this is from a video on either Facebook or YouTube. And now I'm giving it on a YouTube video. So do your due diligence on your research. But back before the 80s and 90s, and this, when the pharmaceutical companies came up, there is actually an old book from the 17 or 1800s that had cancer listed as a parasite. I have seen videos of vets who said, hey, we were looking at my mother's MRI and images, and I told the doctor, that looks just like a parasite shows up in the images on dogs. Alzheimer's too. But there's no money if it can be cured with a $5 pill. When they have invested millions and millions of billions of dollars on chemo and all this other stuff. Now, you do what your doctor tells you to do. If you got a smart doctor, if you don't, get a new doctor, get a smart doctor. Okay? I don't want anybody dying because that could have stayed alive because numbskull here said something stupid. But do your own research. As a last-ditch effort, ivermectin maybe? I don't know. All right, guys, I've been on this for an hour. I'm going to go ahead and go. Best way, this is not a good example. Best way to support the channel is to buy some merch. I will make sure that there is a link to my merch shop, Redbubble. There are almost 200, I think, different designs on Redbubble that can be put on all sorts of things. What else? I'm on, what is it? Shopify, Teespring, all those. So the best way to support the channel is buy some merch. Don't forget to hit that like button, that subscribe button, that little notification so that you get notified every time I come out with new content. Y'all have a great and wonderful day. And remember, hashtag Homestead meme review. Just for you. All right. Y'all have a great and wonderful day. We love you. We gone.